Hello there. Today we're going to give you an honest review of Night of the Dead for version 1. So let's get started. This is a zombie survival game where time does not fly. It takes a really long time for the day to progress until nightfall. And then at 12 o'clock you get attacked by a huge wave of zombies every night. And they get harder and harder each time. And this is no joke. They come in like, the first day you're getting attacked by over 100 zombies. And if you don't have any traps built, you're going to be looking at a bad day. So yeah, this game is about farming lots of resources, searching the same old buildings and getting their resources so you can actually build some traps and be able to survive. And then they get harder and harder. I'm talking like day 3, you got exploding zombies that will explode in a big area when they die and set everything on fire. So you're going to have to upgrade your wood structures to stone, or they're going to be burning, and then you're going to be having a bad day because you'll just burn it and then catch fire to the things beside it too, and then so on and so forth. You can imagine how bad that is, just having one thing on fire when it's a wood structure that's weak to fire. So they got stuff like that going on there, but the standard gameplay on this game is going to be using the same old assets that we've seen hundreds of times. It's made for third person, so you're supposed to be running around in third person at the start of the game. When they first developed the game, they developed for third person, they developed for server multiplayer. So you're going to have some of those aspects that we don't like in these games. It should be made for single player first, and it's not, and it should be made for first person first, and it's not, and it's using the same assets where you can interact with some things and not loot other things, which really sucks. Like, I like to go around there and destroy like little wooden benches and stuff like that, but you can't do things like that. So there's lots of stuff you just don't have access to breaking apart. Like, I need some rubber to actually build some stuff, and there's some tires right there, but I can't break these tires apart and get rubber. I can't I need some wooden chairs. I can't pick up the chairs and bring them to my base, that kind of thing. I can't break apart these tables or chairs or anything like that, and it would be nice to do that, right? You could just sit there and whack on it all day and nothing happens, that type of thing. It would be nice if these things were breakable and stuff like that, but they're not. You can't even break glass or anything like that. It's the standard cheap assets that they're using on the small ass maps that they normally do, but this game does it a little bit differently. So not much differently, but so I should correct myself on that one. It does more than just the basics that these games will actually normally do. Like the map size on this map, normally the regular map size for these cookie cutter assets that they use that I really don't like are it's like this big. Like, this is how big they usually are. But this one here seems to be like, 4 times bigger in the area. And then you have lots of stuff going on there. You got your regular, you got the survivor gives you random quests you can do to upgrade some of your equipment or get new equipment. But yeah, you have lots of stuff. You got your main story, not very far in that one. But you got building quests, you got crafting quests, and survival quests, and combat quests. Tons of quests, and sometimes they'll reward you, like, permanent score on your stats. And this game has that too. So what we have our stats for our character in here, and we got 5 different ability points. You level up, you can put them wherever you want. Equipment has that. Doing those quests will give you some too. That kind of stuff. And you can check out our stuff. It's not just hit points and stamina for survivability and food. That's it. So there's no water or anything like that, or anything else. Basically, that is it. But it does have some different things for your attacks and your defense. It has some of the stats, just not all of it. You got some coils you can add for your equipment. That is for your character's inventory, right? So you got the basic standard equipment. You can add coil to it. You got some other unique weapons and accessories and stuff like that you can use for yourself. You got your crafting mode right here, and then you can add parts to it and get better parts. Like, I only got the basic parts right now. You can only have one of each on there, but that also designated by the spots. But yeah, 40% chance for bleeding. Different abilities that they have. I can't really craft these yet, unfortunately. You got to find them randomly out of stuff. But that's what you can do for your character for leveling it up, and you can also level up your equipment too. So you can level this stuff up and make it stronger. And same for your other equipment. Like, you want to store more materials. This adds more stuff to it. You have a research station in this game where you take all the research papers you get from the zombies and you loot, and you use that to level up your character even some more, a different way. You get different perks, like more inventory space, better attacks, more damage for your attacks, more damage to resources, so you can actually farm them faster, all that kind of standard stuff, and then more. There is a lot going on in the building department in here. So yeah, we get all the basics building parts, and then you just upgrade them. All right, this is a regular foundation, then you can upgrade it, then make it a stone foundation with more resources, type of a deal. And then there's lots of different parts for it too, for your building desires. So you can build a lot of different variety of stuff. And then there's the standard walls and watchtowers and stuff like that to add some protection for yourself on your base. You get your lots of workbenches that will unlock, and who knows what else they're going to be adding. But yeah, you can make your own coils if you want to for your armor, mechanical workbenches, crafting and materials and cooking, and your research table and crusher, skins. I don't care about skins, but you can do that too if you want to. And then there's lots of traps. There's still other stuff you can do. There's farming for animals, small animals, large animals, and birds. You can have your own little farm. They get upgraded too, which will produce more and better resources when you upgrade them. And then you got to restock them. And same with the bush farm and the tree farm. It's like every 12 hours you can just go get your resources for free. And then you have a stone machine and a mining machine that you can get unlocked later. Fishing pond too. And same with your storage. It doesn't store very much items, but they unlock. But even a storage box, for example, it takes 5 nails, and that's going to teach you part of the farming. So remember that 5 nails for this first stage of a storage box, right there. So we'll just carry on. We got electricity. You can do it with a bicycle generator. Then you got other solar panels and batteries and stuff like that. As you upgrade your traps, which you really need a lot of traps. A barbed fence isn't really going to help you very much. They won't really destroy it, so you can use it as a good barrier. And it doesn't do very much damage, but you're going to need some real traps. Now, these things don't require power until you upgrade them, but they do take a lot of resources. Like building a trap machine is going to take you a while to get started, but you're going to have to do this by the end of the first day, or you're going to have a really bad time. Now, these things don't even tell you the damage, but they don't even tell you how much charges they have. They will last like 100 attacks, basically, right, on these first 3. So this big cutter down here will last 10. It would be nice to tell you that, and it would be nice to tell you how much damage it does. But I'm assuming since these traps right here last 100. And then these ones last 10 is 10 times the damage, and these things really do kill real fast, but you have to recharge it with a branch every 10 attacks, so until you level up with power, then you can use power to recharge it, and power takes a lot out of you to actually build. But yeah, you have ballistas if you want to go down that pathway too, which is not really recommended because they take ammo, and that's more farming for yourself, but yeah, then you can even build vehicles for yourself later on, and maybe better vehicles, right, that just got this stuff unlocked, and there's a lot more to do. Like I'm only at the iron and copper age. You get copper from the iron nodes right there when you're farming them, a little bit off of that. But yeah, there's aluminum and there's a whole bunch of different other kinds of metals. You look at the metal tree and you're looking at the workbenches for your base, and this you see the first 2. Then there's like 8 more or something like that for metals to unlock in this game. So there's a lot going on with this huge map and more harder places to explore for your quest. And you got to balance it out. You got to go around there and do those main quests so you can get stuff like that wrench right here unlocked, so you can unlock, upgrade some stuff a little bit higher and disassemble better things and get better resources from disassembling those things that they do, like the streetlights and cars, and so you get parts, because that's how you get parts for the motorcycle, that type of thing for your bases. So there's a lot going on there, but it is kind of a challenge going back and forth on going out there and farming all day for a long time, because it takes a really long time to do stuff, and farming the same buildings over and over again. Well, you don't really farm the same buildings over again unless you have that option turned on, which I didn't do, which is recommended. If you're going to start this game, leave zombie respawns off and have resource respawning on, because that's going to help you out a lot, because just how big the playing field is. That's why I didn't have it turned on. I have my zombies on respawn because I'm used to these things being a small map and only having limited number of resources, so I want to kill more zombies to get more resources. But this game here, searching out this big building over there, for example, that's a lot of stories of the same stuff over and over again inside there, and you loot it up and your inventory is full. When you're halfway through, you go back and maybe you save the game and come back because it took you a couple hours, and then you come back and then you load the game up and all those zombies are back again, and you got to kill the same guys over again. So hopefully that might change that with the respawning zombies, have that turned off, and having resources respawn will save you from a lot of long trips of trying to find resources back and forth when you're just trying to mine some basic resources for yourself. That might help, but there's a huge playing field and there's a lot of resources, so you might not actually need that, but you might want that on maybe for yourself. Just a recommendation on there. But yeah, you have there's just lots of stuff that you can do. There's that food bar you can see down there. You're not limited to just 3 pieces of food, and they all have a different buff on them, right? So some foods will have a buff and that you can craft, and some won't, and they last for like 12 hours. So you just go ahead and eat that, and then you can see my hit point bar and my stamina bar aren't really maxed out because I'm not full enough, and then I can just eat some more, and then there you go. Now it's a little bit closer up there. I can eat another energy bar and get closer to full. Hey. Inventory to do that. That's why to do that. There. Now my food bar is close to max, and that maximum stamina, max hit points go up, and then you can keep stacking more than that 3 food buffs on there for your character, as long as you can start crafting these foods. There is guns you can find and unlock later on. There's assault rifles and missiles and sniper rifles and stuff like that too that you can eventually find and unlock. The quest will have like bosses too. So the first boss quest, I got that unique gun off of them, and I also got this accessory, this medal off of them. So yeah, there's good rewards for killing these bosses and going through the story, and it also unlocks the wrench, which you need to do right away also. So you need that stuff unlocked to help you out. But yeah, you get the basic stuff like that, and getting all these unique weapons and stuff like that to upgrade and have fun with, and just play the game basically, right? So yeah, the standard cooking assets, it's just a way bigger map, and there's a lot of stuff that you can do versus stuff that you would want to do, I guess, right? Like I want to come over here, and I want to, if I want rubber, I want to be able to slash these tires and get rubber. If I want some wood and some metal parts, I want to destroy these tables, but you can't. I can't destroy anything except for the limited resources that they allow you to actually interact with. That's the standard assets that they're using, which kind of suck. I really don't like them. That's why I can't give these games a high mark for the how simple and sloppy they are on this kind of stuff. But yeah, like I already looted this vending machine, so I can't loot it again. I can't break apart any of these things. Oh, I must have missed this locker. Missed the resources off of that. 1 ammo, yeah. There's a zombie here. Get him. I wonder if I don't think I missed anything else on this floor. These are, like, I can't really, there's no, it's all the same floor over and over again. This is what you're going to be looking at. Like, you see the same floor layout? Same floor layout, same floor, go up another story, same floor, almost the same floor, slightly different, but not much. Now we're getting into this kind of floor, right? The little bookshelf and stuff like that, kiosk, bookshelf, zombies, oops, hey, go away. I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, but it's the same floor over and over again. Same places that you can break apart and not break apart. I can break the box apart. I can get some bad cola off of that. Jumping zombie. I'm not fooled by your little guys. Sometimes I think they fall down on the ground and then say, "Oh, I fell. I'm not doing anything." But then they just jump at your ankles and stop you from moving and stuff like that. They be annoying. So there's lots of variety on the zombies in this game. Just not right now, of course. This is the starter area, so you're not going to have very much. But you get later on, you get axe throwing zombies and other zombies that have like other powerful abilities, like exploding and stuff like that on them. But yeah, that's just the standard progression, I guess, that they have. Yeah, I don't like the third person stuff. Lucy, I didn't name my character. I just left the default. Level 30. Yay. That matters for your follower. You get a follower. There you are. She's over there. She's just sitting there guarding my staircase to my building. You can bring them with them, and then they can level up and do stuff like break boxes and loot stuff for you too. But they're pretty slow at it, and they actually hit you when they attack. Yeah, I've already been here, so yeah. Take all this. That. So their attacks will actually hit you too. So yeah, I did the thing of giving her like a nice long spear because it's like really high damage, more damage than this thing right here. But then she ended up hitting me with it all the time. It was just really sucked. So let's go down the fast way. Yeah, whatever. Okay, kind of fast way. Let's see if I can make it. Oh yeah. Oh, I hurt. There you go. But at least I can fall down that far and not die. So that's okay. And then you hear that sound, that means zombies are going to be coming and attacking me. It's a random event stuff that they have, which gets annoying too, right? same old zombies will start spawning near you. Then they'll run after you wherever they spawned. I don't know where they spawned from. These guys just activated because these guys were close by, but they can't do stuff like they can't break that fence because they're inept or something. But anyways, that is most of the information I can give you about this game so far and how it's playing. But yeah, I'm going to stand by the 5 out of 10 because just how much farming you have to do and all the bad resources that this game uses for its stuff, and how, just uneventful it can be after a while because all you're doing is surviving waves of zombies and building your defense. It's neat and all, and that's why it gets a 5 out of 10 and versus the 3 out of 10 or less that some of these other games get that use these similar assets and have the same boring playing field with less you can do. This game just has a little bit more. It tries to take more aspects of survivability and add them in there, and then add a base defense system. So tower defense type of a deal. So that's a nice thing that it adds in there, and it makes it more challenging too. Like I was surprised in how many zombies there were in the first day, like by a lot. I was expecting maybe a horde of 5 to 20 zombies at most for a horde of zombies for day one, not like 120 or whatever it was, and then even more on the next day. Then exploding zombies. So just and a big huge ass zombie that was like 3 or 4 stories tall for a boss fight on day 5. Like, what's day 10 going to have? Like, some other big Goliath guy that was just, stomps everything? I don't know. But anyways, that is it for today. Thanks for watching. And if you're actually interested in playing this game, I'm going to make a video for starting tips and all that kind of stuff. So best base locations for starting and tips and all that kind of fun stuff to get you started on your first couple days in surviving and building a nice awesome defensible base location like I have right now, which took me a while to do and find for myself. Other people probably found it too, obviously, since it seems to be a really good spot. But there you have it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you later.